A brand new summer update and all new features are now here on your car, including 3 of the best words in the Tesla world: free, unlimited, charging. This is all part of a brand new feature now rolling out in your mobile app called Charging Stats version 2. So you can now actually go into your Tesla app, go under the charging icon, and there's a new little submenu here called badges. If you tap on that, you can see some of the different badges you can collect, and then also any of the badges you've gotten before, plus you can see your 2025 milestones, and then go in here and you can see kind of the new details on winning free unlimited charging. You've got to do things like having the longest trip, most unique superchargers visited, most energy supercharged, etc., etc. Tesla did something similar at the end of last year, and people actually won this, so it's legitimately a thing you can win for, again, $0, and you get a pretty good prize at the end as well. And then also I will show you, for those curious, if you go to your charging stats, not only has this page now been nicely redone, but there's also some new graphics there with your vehicle and a supercharger, and this kind of matches any of the custom badging or colors you've got on the vehicle. This is rolling out for everybody, by the way, iOS and Android, and good news for you Android folks on there. I know that you usually get the short end of the stick, but Tesla will now be rolling out live activities that people on iPhones have gotten for a while with some new app features. So you now should be getting live tracking of your supercharging status. You can get some new service kind of updates and things like that. Another big part of the updates rolling out recently are FSD 14.4.4. This brings actual Smart Summon to Cybertruck, kind of refines how the vehicle drops you off curbside. A couple of other smaller UI changes, nothing big or really substantial, just some nice overall refinements. Though Elon is now saying that the car is going to learn your preferences on where you park and how you like to park. So maybe actually supported home parking in your garage should be coming soon, or at least better parking with the auto park system. And then also I kind of should address the elephant in the room. It's almost the end of June, and where is version 14 Lite for hardware 3? Now remember, it was Tesla themselves that set the deadline over and over again for version 14 Lite to be coming to hardware 3 vehicles, and along with it would be coming a free trial for everybody to try out this new and improved system. And at least as of recording, we've heard nothing as of to what in the world is going on. Now there was an alleged photo taken and posted on X of what looks like a employee car with version 14 Lite release notes, and there was some alleged testing going on, but this is, in the world of AI, anything could be generated and look real and could be fake. There has been no substantiation to this, so we have no idea. And I mean, to Tesla's, hopeful credit, there are a couple of days left in June, so maybe a rabbit could be pulled out of a hat. But as of now, we've heard nothing as to where version 14 Lite is, or when it's coming, or how the rollout's going to happen. We've heard nothing. And again, it's supposed to happen this month. All right, now moving back to the screen, obviously it was the spring update that brought us kind of the biggest overall kind of visual change to the vehicle, so nothing is super changing there, though there are a couple of visual changes I'll show you. First though, kind of one of the most important is now if you go into your settings and you go down under service, there's a new tab here called camera visibility, and this is going to show you any visibility issues. Mine pop up over and over and over again, and if you're having issues and you're wondering what's going on, that'll show you there. And then now there's an all new revamped tab for camera preview that shows you all of the different camera angles your car is working with, including the interior cabin camera, which you can actually now see this while driving, though you can't record this. Only Tesla has access to this, but it is a thing, and you can tap on any of these and be able to see a full view of this. And the reason this is important, not because, it's kind of cool like your car security system, but it's because FSD and more car features rely on these cameras, and if they're dirty or if they're obstructed, there's going to be problems you're going to want to know about. There also are a couple of new graphics updates here, specifically to superchargers. So not only is there now the waitlist functionality built in, so you can sort of see and automatically join a waitlist for a charger, but you now actually can see not just like a 3D overview of the site itself, but even a stall by stall kind of level of detail of what car is in each particular stall, well, which is kind of cool and just goes to show Tesla does have access to an insane amount of info and can also use that to give you an insane amount of detail. Also, I feel like a lot of owners don't realize that there is a pretty cool 2D, 3D view you can toggle in the map that recently rolled out. So let's say I'm here. I think like a lot of people use the satellite view, but if you turn off satellite view, you can actually tap this little cube down here and go from a 2D view to like a little bit of a flyover 3D view and get like a 3D view of all of the different buildings around you. Now, the only thing is that you have to have the satellite view off in order to do this. But if you like this view and you like the kind of cool building by building detail, you can try it out just by tapping that icon there. And then with that insane level of detail, a lot of people would love to see Tesla use that to do more vehicle-to-vehicle communication. So right now at superchargers, you can actually play against other people at the stalls and you can have a local leaderboard and stuff like that. But a lot of people would love to see Tesla take things a step further, like be able to accurately kind of match in the visualization when you're passing by a Model Y or Model 3 or a Cybertruck, rather than just the generic cars we have right now. Again, something totally that could be done with Tesla's camera system. And then also, a lot of people would love to see more vehicle-to-vehicle fleet information sharing. Now, Tesla does do fleet sharing right now behind the scenes. For example, a lot of the mapping system is being done by other Teslas who are in a similar situation as to you. If you go into the Energy app, any of your trips and all of your consumption and your efficiency, this is being rated not just by your driving, but also other vehicles who have done the exact same drive in the Tesla fleet already. But a lot of people would love to see other features, like they'd love to see the ability to chat with other Tesla owners, or people would love to see the ability to do like road trips together where you could like set like a follow the leader mode. We have seen some spy shots of a Tesla development feature called Rodeo, which that might be what this is, where you could all kind of get together and do a little road trip. That is obviously unconfirmed, but definitely a lot more Tesla could do, and hopefully some things we do see in maybe future summer updates or updates we see later on this year in general. All right, moving on from that, you guys know that I am always on the hunt to find innovative upgrades that solve real problems in your Tesla. And one of the things I hear about over and over again is, man, I really wish there were physical controls in the Tesla. Like, I love the software, but I just wish I could actually adjust the temperature with a nice premium dial and had some custom buttons. If that is you, then I have got the solution made just for you. It's going to make your day. This is the Control Bar 2, and it is here to solve all of your problems and add in an extra layer of customization to your Tesla that is really unique, really well done. And as someone who has tested a lot of different accessories, this is one of the most innovative that I've found, and it really stands out to me in 3 big ways. Number one, of course, is that, yeah, it's bringing back physical controls to your Tesla. You've got a really premium setup here, 2 aluminum dials on each side. Then you've got 8 buttons on the interior between those buttons and little screens, so you can see exactly what those functions are. And yes, you can customize each of these buttons to do different things to let you easily control the media in your car, the AC system, opening doors, front, trunk, charge port, and so much more. And not only do the buttons actually work well and they're functional, but the click and the tactileness is super satisfying. And then also, the same reason the physical turn signal exists is because muscle memory is a thing, and that I love that just by feel, I can turn on my climate control system and I can do all of my adjustments with this nice tactile knob without ever really having to take my eyes off the road. And what's also super nice is some pretty bright lighting, some nice ambient lighting underneath this thing. Second thing I love, and I want to make this clear, is that the install here is incredibly simple. There is only one cable going to this thing, just USB-C for power, and that's it. It's actually wirelessly connecting to your Tesla over Bluetooth through the official Tesla API, and all of the controls are instant. And then, of course, reason number 3 I love this thing is the smarts and the customization. There is a beautiful companion app that you can jump through here. You can kind of see an overview or swipe through each of the buttons. And then also what's cool is this control bar is actually part of a wider control platform. So the same company does make a nice little dongle that gives you extra controls. They also make a really cool cool customizable LED light strip as well. And because Control Bar can get over-the-air software updates, it can continue to get better and gain new features over time, just like your Tesla. If you're looking to give your Tesla some more custom actions, or just looking to add back those physical controls in a sleek way, check it out and all that the Control platform has got to offer at the link down below. We've also got a new feature rolling out for those of you with a Tesla wall connector. This, I believe, is called smart charging, and basically the whole pitch here is that Tesla can link up with your utility provider and then automatically charge your car when the rates are at their cheapest. And you can manually do this now, like manually go into, actually you can even go in here under charging, and you can go here and set a schedule, so you can, set it to charge only at midnight to 8 a.m. or things like that. But a lot of that has to do with time of year and the current plan and things like that. This would be way more automatic, and basically Tesla would do all the programming, all the guesswork, all the tab keeping on the rate plan for you, and just you set it once and forget it. And then we've also started to see a couple of other interesting changes start to roll out in Teslas. One of them we've seen is that some Model Ys now being shipped and delivered in Australia are coming equipped not just with the interior cabin radar, which we've had in Teslas for a while, but 5G cell modems. And then when it comes to the wireless charger, there is a new wireless charger, which actually people have found out you can actually install in other Teslas. It's got a built-in fan, it has faster speeds, you can keep things cooler, which is nice, and actually could be a nice improvement. Right now, the only thing you can do is go under charging again, and then you can scroll down and basically just turn the wireless chargers on or off. That is it. It is one or the other, though soon you might have a little bit more flexibility with this new charging pad, which again is technically kind of plug and play on other Teslas if you kind of know what you're doing. Now, of course, moving beyond that, there's a whole rabbit hole I could go on for different updates we can be getting this summer, new features, etc., etc. I'll leave the details for another video, but basically the long story short of it is stuff you'd expect. We're expecting to get new FSD updates. We're expecting for Tesla to continue to make these kind of rewards leaderboards things. So if I go in here to self-driving, I've got all these new stats. It seems like Tesla's going to turn this into a thing you can share and then be able to see like a hierarchy of who's doing the most driving. You've got that new confetti view with the new milestones. So the code suggests that you're going to be able to earn badges, not just for your supercharging stops, but also you can earn badges based off the streaks and your FSD driving and things like that. There seems to be some kind of new loyalty program coming soon. And then of course, really the only other huge update and new feature we're waiting for is CarPlay, which I know gets a lot of people really upset, but the groundwork has not just been laid, but we're like ready now with Apple kind of solving a lot of issues on the CarPlay side, making things ready to go. We've heard that Tesla and Apple have been working together behind the scenes, and essentially when the update comes out, sorry, Android folks, this is only for iPhones, but you would be able to wirelessly have CarPlay running in a window, kind of like this, right alongside your Tesla UI, and you could use one or the other. So you could use Waze, Google Maps. You'd now be able to actually AirPlay content to it. You could watch videos because now the new CarPlay supports video apps and when parked and things like that. Just a lot you can do with CarPlay on Tesla. So lots to be excited about this summer. More updates and more refinements coming soon. But in the meantime, even when we're in like these smaller little release cycles, still a lot of small but meaningful changes coming to both the app and then also to the car that you can check out for yourself right now. I also want to shout out my friends over at TPARTS as an amazing place to go for your Tesla accessory needs. It's your one-stop shop for anything and everything from carbon fiber accessories, some really nice lighting accents you can add to the front or trunk of your Tesla. They've got really nice ways you can add more storage. They've got floor mats. They've got phone mounts. Again, they have got you covered with whatever upgrades you're looking to bring to your Tesla. They have been a longtime supporter of the channel, and I appreciate what they're doing. They're dedicated to the community, and they're giving you great products at a great price, and they're also very well built. This isn't like one of those faceless behemoth companies pumping out things from a factory overseas. This is a small operation, it's independent, and it is by Tesla owners, for Tesla owners, for those looking really to make a difference in the community and give their Tesla some meaningful upgrades. If you guys want to check out what they've got, I'll throw a link down below and a coupon code if you guys want to save on some really nice Tesla accessories and also support a nice small business in in the Tesla space too. Also, with Prime Day in full swing, got a couple of deals you guys should know about happening right now on some of my favorite top recommended gadgets. A couple of them are from my friends over at Plod. They make capturing anything, meetings, lectures, doctor's appointments, any kind of note you want to take seamless with just the tap of one button. You've got your option of the Note Pen S, the Note Pro, or you can even use their virtual application on the computer to effortlessly capture whatever you need to. They make it super easy. You can jump into the companion app and get transcriptions. You can get AI generated summaries. I have used this personally a lot. I've given it to friends and family members. I have it in my car if I want to take some quick kind of digital notes or talk out loud with video topics as I try to keep things straight. It just makes capturing anything so simple, so easy. They've got a great companion app that does such a great job, and they've got some deals happening right now. If you guys are looking for a really easy way to capture anything, definitely check out Plod at the link down below. And then also shout out to my friends over at Fantic. They make a wide variety of amazing accessories. I love their car vacuums, their tire inflators, their tool kits, their box cutters or like electric scissors, and so much more. They've got some amazing products and amazing deals happening right now for Prime Day. So be sure to check out all of these amazing deals and cool gadgets at the link right down below. My highest recommendations, all this stuff. I promise you guys are going to love it. And also, finally, a huge thanks to my friends at Tesla Emblems for their support of the channel. If you're looking for a really easy way to customize your Tesla on the inside or outside, this is emblem wraps, it's de-emblem kits, it's center console wraps, charge port wraps, key card wraps, and so much more. They've got some really amazing, colorful, and just vibrant options here to customize your Tesla. This is the same high-quality 3M vinyl used for like wrapping your car, just at a much smaller scale, so it's really easy to install, really affordable, and going to last a long time. I've got a 10% coupon code if you guys want to check it out and learn more and give your Tesla some nice customizations today. All right, guys, so curious to know your thoughts. Let me know down below your thoughts on the latest update. Have you gotten the new FSD update? Have you tried any of the betas? By the way, if you're curious, the version I'm on right now is 13.4, 2026.14.6.11, and a lot of these updates, you're going to be a little number off, but they're all kind of compounding in these latest updates. Let me know your thoughts down below. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Robert Rosenfeld. I'll see you guys in the next one.